So, over the last couple of months, I was doing an experiment of having no phone, no internet to do anything. And I found out a lot of things. It's magic when you do something like that. It allows you to time travel. So, I found out that Amelia Earhart was my mom reincarnated. So my mom was Amelia Earhart reincarnated. And she was born in Nebraska, and they have cornfields there. And Amelia Earhart went to Nebraska and laid on the ground out in the sun. So, and that was a couple of years before she disappeared. So, who knows what she said when she was out there. But she had started transferring over. So, my mom was a sleepwalker, and she ate Kermit. My planet dad liked to tell me the story of her sleepwalking in the kitchen in the middle of the night, and she was eating Kermit. So, if my mom was eating Kermit, and they weren't together for that long, but she was eating Kermit for a certain amount of time, and maybe she was doing that when she was pregnant with me, and that's how I turned out like this. Because it has to affect, there's some metal in it that affects the frequency of like creating the body and making it a certain way. So the planet tells you to do something and you do it, whether you know it or not. I used to sleepwalk, but I don't think I've ever really eaten anything, but I end up in certain random places in the house. But Amelia Earhart, I guess she had dysentery, like, or symptoms of it or something. I don't know, got sick a few days before she vanished. And I wonder if somebody put something in her food. So, I wonder if she stopped on an island somewhere and maybe they put something in her food. Because where does the Kermit connection come in? It's metal. And they both had sinus problems. I don't know if that has to do with like nosebleeds or something. Some sort of connection in the Kermit that happens in nosebleeds. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but Amelia ingested something. Who gets dysentery? That's like from the Oregon Trail. I'm stumped with that one. I can't figure it out. I obsess over that. And the ship is in the cornfield. Is that Nebraska? Because there's cornfields? Or is that the calcium, the coral, you know? Ship is in the coral. And I think of Coral Island and the frequency. Did she become, what did she become? Did she become the coral? And that's what it's saying. Because I lost a tooth when I was a little kid. I went to Nebraska, and I was there for like a week. And I lost a tooth there. I was like 6. And that's where my mom was born. She was adopted. And she had a brother that was adopted. They weren't from the same family, but they were still adopted. So that says a lot right there. I think he's Fred Noonan, my uncle. But yeah, my mom was adopted in Nebraska, and she lost teeth in Nebraska as well because she was a kid, and she had like false teeth. Her top teeth were like false, but she looked like Amelia. She was like a tomboy. She was a truck driver, and we only talked on the phone, really. That was our relationship. And then through CB radios, I remember she would take me with her, and we'd talk on her CB radios. So there's so many connections I never saw before. And I remember her telling me I was special. And I didn't understand that. But something always kept pointing at, you're special, you're special, you're special, you're special. I didn't understand that, but it said it to me every day. And now I get it. Can you imagine? Amelia Earhart saying you're special. And you would never guess who Amelia Earhart actually was. We'll save that for the next chapter, because the whole world will be shocked. But it just proves that there's nothing scary. There's no scary. It's all connected. And we just connect in dreams to new lives, to our new bodies, because that's all we are. We're just frequencies all in one line, just different. The words and the numbers that we really are there, the frequencies. You don't need, well, you do, we do. We need frequency, something physical, to show us what's actually there. So it's a sign. So our names and numbers are not just names and numbers. They're signs. They represent our frequencies. How else could we find ourselves? How else could we hook up to these bodies? The planet works in frequencies. Coordinates and frequencies, numbers. They're not even coordinates and numbers, they're just frequencies recorded on the planet. It's all lined up and recorded and saved in this big giant box. You can't see any of the workings, they're all invisible. But it talks to us. Pyramids of Giza talk to us. The Winchester House talks to us. They emanate through the planet, and the planet emanates through us. the most thoughtful structures on the planet emanate through us, especially the ones who built them.